I would argue you don't. I would argue either you don't like Akademiks or Akademiks don't like you.
We actually talk a pretty good amount. He says some stuff that people take as like anti no jumper sometimes on his stream or whatever, but I don't really. I feel like it's just kind of trolling and fucking around, whatever. There's been very few things in recent memory that I've really been like bothered that he's said, you know?
Well, how you feel about what he's saying and what he's saying are two different things, right? Your emotions may not be attached to what he's saying, but the things he's saying ain't things people who like you would say.
So what are you referring to?
I was looking today, right? You guys had a long conversation. This is old things, right? But I see him now speaking to the young guy you have on your platform now, telling him that, stick no jumper up and, AD gonna run off with the bag. These things affect you business-wise, whether you know it or not or want to act like these things.
Do they? How?
These people make clips off of these things. They're interested.
Right.
They're amplifying these things or amplified.
But
and
that's what the fans do.
Do you think the market ignores that?
Well, I mean,
do you think AD could go anywhere else and be involved in a way that he is at no jumper for a price point at that?
AD knows that he's free to have conversations with me about money whenever he wants, and that he could talk, he could ask for a raise, he could say that he wants to do this, he could, those conversations are always open. My whole policy with everybody is like, let's just be super transparent about money, about who's going to be able to work to, I don't shy away from that. And so that's why, and honestly, like every time that's happened where Akademiks was saying some shit to T-Rail or AD about potentially hiring them or whatever, that always just ends up in a conversation in the group chat about their loyalty to no jumper and how that's not a temptation to them and how,
Bro, but come on, Adam.
What?
Come on, man. I come from this culture. That shit don't mean nothing. A group chat about, man, we loyal to you, fam, family. That shit don't mean
so
nothing.
You really don't believe him, huh?
Man, who believes niggas saying anything?
But that's not, I'm not looking for that kind of loyalty anyway.
So
because
again,
if they get offered an amount of money,
guess what it means?
If Akademiks offers them twice as much money and I can't pay that
he
and
ain't
I don't
offering
want to,
nobody nothing.
Go for it.
He ain't offering nobody nothing. He's doing it deliberately to affect what you got going on. He not even.
I think you're taking it a little bit more serious than anyone involved is taking it.
Listen,
I mean, he's not taking it that serious. I'm not taking it that serious. AD and T-Rail aren't taking it that serious. I don't even think the fans are taking it that serious.
And that's because you guys, and you can't control the narrative with these people. I understand how this works. Listen, people don't say things like and then I looked at the conversation, all these things he was saying about your wife, bro.
Well, okay, that I am in total agreement, but that was a while ago. We've had a lot of conversations about it. But okay, you're trying to convince me I should be mad about some stuff we already got past?
I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm trying to clarify that you guys are playing this little weird game with each other.
Right.
Like you like each other, but there's really a situation where he continues to send shots at you and you continue to ignore it like it doesn't happen. He continues to say, Adam's my lil nigga, and you continue to act like
Did he say that?
Man,
when was that?
I don't, like, your people will find it, right? And so all I'm saying is, what's your true feelings on Akademiks? Your true feelings. Tell me.
My true feelings, honestly, are kind of the same as when I came in the game, because I was looking at his channel when I started my channel, and I thought that what he was doing was incredible. And I would say kind of the same thing now. He's a very good interviewer. He's one of the few rap interviewers I would put in my league. Like there's just not that many. And in terms of, there's interviewing and then there's building a business. Right. So he's done both. Vlad has done both, and I've done both.
I think he's a terrible interviewer, and I think...
Really?
Man, I think praise that's not deserved is satire, and I believe this is satire what you're doing.
What?
This dude is not a good interviewer.
Why do you say that?
It's a snooze fest.
Really? I don't think
in
anyone
the South. In the South, we believe that to be a snooze fest, and maybe I'm off. Tell me, you see, I gave you your props. I view this game very. I'm not biased. I don't give
that many people that much props on interviews.
I know you
and
don't.
He hasn't been doing it that long, but I would say he's very good.
I think you have a fear of Akademiks for some strange reason.
No, that's not true. I mean,
or maybe he came in with you and knows things. Something is happening. But
anything he knows about me, he has put it on Front Street at some point during us having a beef.
And that's your friend.
Well, so you're telling me that if someone has disrespected me, I should never be able to get past it?
No.
Okay.
Especially if you don't know me and we had no real relationship to begin with.
How do we not know each other? We've known each other for like 7 years.
Shout out to 50 Cent. When he dealt with a situation with the game, somebody I'm getting money with blessed into this game. And then this situation happened that he said, damn, I can't identify what just, hold on. I don't know what made that happen. You just was doing all that about my wife and how she like trained. What, whoa.
Right.
What did I do to warrant that? And if I can't understand that, I have to think like 50 Cent thought in that moment and say, if I don't know what caused the reaction, I can't be involved in any way.
No, I mean, I totally understand what caused that situation. We had a whole thing that played out over a period of time.
Okay.
And I mean, we got past it. People actually got to see us have the whole patching it up conversation. And
I respected
there's
that.
been other conversations that took place behind the scenes and everything. But, I've been on his podcast 2 times. He did the whole No Jumper Show thing with that. He hasn't actually done like a formal interview since all that. But, I got respect for what you do, bro. I don't feel any sort of whatever for,
Adam, I got respect for what you do behind this mic.
Right.
I've studied the entire thing from top to bottom, and I understand exactly where you stand in this, right? I don't think you need these guys. I don't think whatever weird game you're playing where you're not standing on the business as far as disrespect is disrespect, man, nigga.
So you're saying that if I've ever been disrespected by anybody, then I can't get over it? We can't patch it up?
In this competitive space, I'm not saying that because then I would not be standing for what I understand to be the case of life, which is growing and elevating. I understand that to be the case. I'm saying unwarranted things happening to me will not be accepted, right? And there's no understanding for things that were not warranted. And for you as me, I'm saying everything that happened to you with Ak, in my opinion, how far he went was unwarranted.
No, totally. I didn't appreciate some of the things he said during all that, for sure. And I mean, a lot of it started because of things that I had said about him that he didn't appreciate or whatever, but we got past it. So.
And shout out to y'all relationship. I don't say that to affect that. Again, I'm trying to understand, is these little weird games being played in media? Because I come in with the money.
Right.
My shit on the flow, and I got deals everywhere. So
right.
I come in saying, are they playing this little weird game? Because I know Adam don't need Ak. And Ak don't need Adam.
But okay, think about what the game is that if you kind of look at where we're both at in terms of the content and everything, it's like there are 2 different ways that you could judge us. Akademiks can sit on Twitch and talk his shit, and it will dominate the fucking headlines. It'll be
Dominate
all over
what
Twitter.
Headlines?
I mean, the real headlines in the world, on the blogs, whatever. Like he's just he's probably better than anybody else in hip hop at just getting on the mic and saying his opinions about shit and then having it be like controversial enough that everybody fucking talks about it. So you got to give it to him. For me,
he's relevant in the culture.
My shit is a little different because I'm not necessarily like, we do talk about all the current events and everything.
You're a great interviewer, bro.
But I'll give you an example. When Takeoff dies,